Hello and welcome to Detainment Spoken English and Smart Classes. Learn English swiftly. You are watching ESCIC podcast with our global educator and edutainment star. I am Irisa Zeshirai.
I am Nikita Singhor.
I am Herdiana Nurfika.
And this is Dr. Madhu Bose.
Wonderful. In today's program, we'll be finding out about the color red. As you are watching ESCIC podcast, it's time for the conversation.
Let's see. Let's start. Here we go.
So, have you ever thought about how powerful the color red? It is vibrant and passionate.
Absolutely. Red is such an intense color. It's often associated with love, anger, and energy. It can evoke such strong emotions.
I agree. It's interesting how different cultures perceive red differently in some. It's a symbol of luck, celebration, while in others it signifies a danger or warning.
True. Red definitely has cultural significance in advertising and branding. It's often used to grab attention and create a sense of urgency.
And think how red is linked to love and romance. It's the color of Valentine's Day and it's said increase attraction and passion.
That's right. It's also intriguing how it is connected to other physical reactions. It can it increase heart rate and even stimulate appetite.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that. It's fascinating how a color can have such a direct impact on the psychological responses.
And let's not forget its historical significance. Ancient civilization used red pigment's power and vitality.
Red really does have a rich history. It's often associated with royalty importance. Just at a look at how red carpet and used for VIP events.
Very true. Overall, red is a color that commands attention and leaves a lasting impression. Its meaning and impact are the multifaceted.
Okay, Pritika, would you like to continue?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please continue.
Have you ever thought about how
No,
powerful
kindly
color red
start with this
is?
only. Okay. All right. So no issues. I think it's very ending. So absolutely, it's a color that's impossible to ignore, whether it's in art, culture, or our daily lives. The passionate hue indeed holds a world of meaning and impacts within it. So what you could do is, Nikita, I believe, let's give a chance to Pritika again. All right. So you can start once again the conversation. Over to
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
Yeah. All right. Yes, Pritika, start.
Okay, ma'am. Have you ever thought about how powerful color red is? It is vibrant and passionate.
Absolutely. Red is such an intense color that it's often associated with love, anger, and energy. It can evoke such strong emotions.
I agree. It's interesting how different culture perceive differently. In some, it's a symbol of love and celebration, while in other signifies danger or warning.
True, red definitely has cultural significance in ad, uh, advertising and branding. Often used to grab attention and create a sense of urgency.
And think about how red is linked to love and romance. It's the color of Valentine's Day and it's said to increase attraction and passion.
That's right. It's also intriguing how red is connected to our physical reactions. It can increase heart rate and even stimulate appetite.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that. It's fascinating how a color have such direct impact on our physiology responses.
And let's not forget its historical significance. Ancient civilizations used red pigments, power, and vitality.
Red really does have rich history. It's often associated with loyalty and importance. Just look at how red carpets are used for VIP events.
Very true. Overall, red is a color that commands attention and leaves a lasting impression. Its meaning and impacts are so multifaceted.
Absolutely. It's a color that impossible to ignore, whether it's in art culture or our daily lives. The passionate hue need indeed holds a world of meanings and impacts within it.
Over to you,
Wonderful.
Risa.
Okay. And now, as you are watching ECAC podcast, it's time for the conclusion by our esteemed global educator. Over to you, respected ma'am.
Thank you so much, Lisa. So currently I do really agree with the conversation because the crimson spectrum encapsulates the rich tapestry of nuanced meanings and profound reverberations. So this chromatic face frequency an emblem of intense sentiments like profound arrogancy, fiery indignation, and unwavering favor, and all the while magnetizing attention and radiating an inherent sense of kinetic vitality and also exuberance. So its semiotic resonance refers intricate culture and contextual labyrinths exerting a palpable sway over domains as diverse as corporate branding strategies and the intricate contours of human psychological response. So in summary analysis, the fermion depths of red emerge as a polymorphic and consequential element. So indelibly molding our interpretations and interpersonal engagement through its kaleidoscope of connotations.
Wonderful, ma'am. And now let's recap the vocabulary from the program before it ends. Indelibly, in a way that cannot be erased, removed, or forgotten, leaving a permanent or lasting mark. Reverberations, vibrations or echoes that continue after the original sound has ceased, metaphorically referring to the lasting effects or impact of an event or idea. Adjonacy, intensity of fervor in emotions or feelings, often suggesting a strong passion or enthusiasm. Semiotic, relating to the study of signs, symbols, and their meanings, particularly within the context of communication and cultural interpretation. Polymorphic, having various forms or shape, often used to describe something that can take on multiple different appearances or manifestations. And now let's review the valuable comments from our wonderful viewers. Veronica Barimlari, great job, bestie. Thank you. Shivani, it looks amazing. Thank you, Shivani. Komal, your podcasts are so helpful, ma'am. Thank you. Arvina Thakur, big support for my bestie, Urisa. Thank you, Arvina. Urisa, her English is amazing. Thank you, Arvina. Thank you a lot. Urisa is doing a great job. Thank you, thank you. Here's my best friend. Those podcasts are really helpful. Thank you. That's our job to do, to help everyone from our podcasts. And that's the end of our program. Don't forget to join for more useful vocabulary, sentences, phrases, knowledge, and idioms. Learn English swiftly.
For the last 10 years, TEDx speaker Dr. Madhvi Borsi Sinch Insa has been educating students. In the contemporary era, children used to entertain themselves with movie songs, but students under her are interested in learning, singing, and rapping educational songs.